¿Qué pasó?
No sé, según yo había clase. Hay
No,
clase.
sí, supuestamente, pero no está el
¿Qué?
teacher y el teacher
Ni
siempre
está la
está.
otra clase. Ajá,
Ajá,
ni Ana.
ajá.
Y fíjate que cuando yo entré, no sé si te pareció que estaban grabando.
Ajá, pero es que graba siempre a las 9, ¿no?
No, o sea, pero es
Sí.
que eso alguien no tiene que iniciar.
No, no,
No
no,
sé qué pasó.
se graba siempre. Lo que pasa es que después el anfitrión lo sube, o por lo menos a
No,
veces.
porque no. O sea, el profe
Sí.
lo tiene que iniciar la grabación. Él la tiene que
No,
iniciar.
no,
Que no, ay, está bueno. Lo que vos
¿De qué
digas,
están hablando ustedes?
que no está el profe, no hay nadie. No se sabe qué onda aquí. Hay que preguntar. ¿Cómo se dice en inglés? Hay clase. There's class. Ok, ¿cómo
Eh,
digo?
o pone will have class.
We
Yes,
will have.
do will have us. Do will have class.
Ah, yo en inglés voy a poner. Hay clase, profe.
En inglés.
En español. Lol.
Yes, do
Ahí
will
está,
have a class.
mira. Hola, profe.
Hi guys.
What
Uh-huh.
happened
What were you talking about?
about you? Because we are waiting for you.
Sorry. I had exam with the other group, so I disconnected for a while. Sorry. So, but I'm here now. So, well, actually, we're going to learn something very interesting today. As I told you yesterday, we're going to be talking and learning about report speech. So I really need you to pay attention to this class and to be focused because it may get a little bit confusing, especially with the transition from direct speech and reported speech. That can be a little bit tricky. So this is going to be the exam. Therefore, I'm telling you to pay attention because I don't know, something tells me that you may get confused. So I will try to do my best to explain this as a way that you can understand it. But please, I need you to pay attention. Okay. So let me share my screen. Wait. Uh, by the way, do you have any questions before we started? Any questions about previous topics, about yesterday's topic? Something that you would like to share? No?
No, I
Okay.
think no.
But wait, where is the presentation? Ah, here we go. But first, we're going to start with an activity, which is going to be about a conversation game. So actually, it is not a game, but what we're gonna do is the following. So you're going to be asked some random questions, and I want you to answer them. So, for example, the first question is, but just give me 1 second. So this is the first question. Would you like to live in Japan if you could? So let's see. Calero, how would you answer this question?
Yes, I would like to live in Japan.
Excellent. Very good. Yeah, actually, would is the best option in this case because, as you may know, we're using would, which is a just no question in this case because we don't have any WH questions here. So yes, very good. So yes, so we can say yes, I would love to live in Japan because I think the culture is amazing. So don't try to stay just or stick with a yes, I would or a yes. I want you to give me more information why. So yes, I would like to live in Japan because I love anime, I love their culture, I love the food, whatever. So try to give me more information and try to use all the vocabulary that you know. Okay, just keep it simple. Don't try to be that technical or try to use like a very complex vocabulary. So just try to use what you know. So let's see another question.
What is your definition of happiness?
So this one, what is your definition of happiness? Um, let's see, Adriana, what is your definition of happiness?
Good evening. In my case, I think my definition of happiness is being with my family and to have or to be healthy.
Excellent. Very good. That was actually a very good answer because you were using gerunds and you were using infinitive. So being with my family and being healthy or to be healthy. That was actually a very good answer. So we have examples. The happiness is a sunny Saturday barbecue with my family and friends. But I actually prefer your answer because that was really good. Number 3.
What is the best movie you have ever seen?
This one, what is the best movie you have ever seen? Let's see, this question goes to Alex.
I guess the best movie I have ever seen is Interstellar.
I knew it. Ya sabía que iba a decir eso for some reason. I don't know. I knew it. Very good.
Okay.
Very good. Excellent. Because you were using the correct tense, which is present perfect, because we're talking about experience. Excellent. Let's see the sample response. The movie Forrest Gump is one of my favorites, but I have many, so it's hard to pick just one. But actually, your answer, I mean, was excellent. The best movie I have ever seen is Interstellar. Very good. Yeah.
Are you a romantic person?
Let's see.
Why?
This question goes to Fatima.
I consider myself as a romantic person because I really like details, giving gifts to my friends is one of my favorite things because I really like to do that.
Excellent. That was a perfect answer. Guys, I'm very proud of you right now. Excellent. That was an excellent answer. I'm so happy right now. Yes, I am, because it is an important tradition that I think people appreciate. I prefer your answer, to be honest. Let's see.
Why do you think people gamble?
So why do you think people gamble? What is this, guys? What is to gamble? What do you think this is?
Apostador.
Excellent. ¿Por qué creen que ustedes la persona apuestan o, juegan como cosas así como de apostar? Let's see. Nelson, why do you think people gamble?
I think that people gamble because you can earn fast money.
Excellent. Perfect. Excellent. I think people gamble because they get a thrill from it, and of course, they hope to get rich. So very similar to your answer. Very good, because they can like get money very fast. They actually, there's a fast way of getting money. Number 6.
Name some healthy and unhealthy foods you eat.
This question goes to Flor. Name some healthy and unhealthy foods you actually, we can use foods here, you eat.
Okay. Some healthy food is, well, I really like salads. I really like vegetables in general. Unhealthy foods, maybe I eat a lot. Um, or cereals. I don't know if
Yeah,
you say that way.
cereal,
Cereal,
cereal.
cereal,
Yeah,
cereal, but with so much sugar and I don't know. I drink so much coffee and that's it. I think I am a very healthy person if we talk about food.
excellent. Very good, guys. Excellent. We have improved a lot. I'll say that you're ready for interviews. Yo diría que ya están listos para interviews ustedes. I like to eat wheat and grain bread, but I also love chocolate. Okay. Yes, Calero.
What are your plans for the weekend?
Okay, so what are your plans for the weekend? This question goes to Edwin.
For be honest, I don't have any plan for my weekend. I think I will spend my time from a computer. Uh, I will try to resolve maybe the next homework that gives you the coach or the book. I think.
Actually, that was good. You know why? Because you started to be honest. I don't have any plans, but I think I will. In this case, the use of will is very good because it is used to talk about predictions, something that we haven't planned yet. So we can also use like the verb to be, I mean the be going to, but in this case, the best option, of course, is will, because we are talking about something that is unplanned. So very good, guys. Excellent. So now, so now that you're expert in tenses, we are going to talk about this topic, reported speech. But first, we are going to talk about the differences between say and tell. Why? Because we are gonna use these verbs. So help me with this slide. Calero, help me read, please.
Say versus tell. Say and tell are irregular verbs. The past simple of say is said. The
How
past
do you pronounce this one once again?
said.
No, it is pronounced as said.
Said.
Like in Spanish, when we say I'm thirsty, tengo sed.
Okay.
So we say said.
Said.
Continue.
The past simple of tell is told. And you say something, but you tell someone something.
Excellent. So the main difference between say and tell is that tell will carry, in the sentence, of course, it will carry a recipient. So someone is going to receive the message. On the other hand, when we use say, it's because we are just saying something. Okay, there is no a recipient. So let's pay attention to this. You say something, but you tell someone something. So as you can see, tell carries a recipient, or in this case, it is called a direct object. So it is going to bring an object. What is an object in this case? It is going to be me, her, him, them, us. So those are going to be our objects or the recipient, okay, of the message, of course. In this case, we're going to say just the message. There is no recipient. So we have some examples. So help me read this part, Alex. You say something.
You say something. She said he was her best friend. He said that he couldn't do the job by himself. The speaker said that the world would be facing a financial crisis very soon.
Financial crisis. Very soon. Excellent. So as you can see here, she said, what did she say? She said he was her best friend. So there is no recipient here. Aquí no está recibiendo nadie el mensaje. Even though we're using he, this is actually not a recipient. He said that he couldn't do the job by himself. No recipient, porque él solo lo dijo. The speaker said that the world will be facing a financial crisis very soon. So now let's pay attention to this one. Help me with this part, Edwin.
You told someone something. She told me he was her best friend. He told them the truth, but then didn't believe him. The politician
The
told
politician
the politician told the journalist that he will resign soon.
resign.
Resign soon.
Excellent. So we have, as you can see here, she told me, so I am receiving the message. She told me he was her best friend. He told them the truth, but they didn't believe him. The politician told the journalist is receiving the message that he will resign soon. Resign in this case is to quit a job. So now let's pay attention to this video.
Transforma el ouch en
Okay.
Do you like stories?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. When you're reading a story, how do you know who's talking and what they're saying?
Well, in books, there are quotation marks before and after the spoken part.
Right.
And in comics, there are speech bubbles.
That's true. So we can see exactly what they're saying, and it stands out from the rest of the page. We call this direct speech.
All right.
But if you want to repeat what you've read or heard, whether it's a story or not, it probably wouldn't come out the exact same way.
Unless I use a different voice or something, but I usually don't.
Yeah, so instead we use reported speech, which gets the meaning across, but it's not a word-for-word quote.
Okay, so let's pay attention to this because this is essential for you to understand. So this is going to be the direct speech, and this is going to be the reported speech. So when we use reported speech, for example, when we want to communicate something that someone said or something that you heard. So in this case, we're going to be gossip people. So for example, my brother told me something, and I will tell that something to my sister or to another person. So it's like yeah, actually it's like being a gossip person. Es como ser una persona chismosa. Voy a contar algo que yo escuché o me dijeron y se lo voy a decir a otra persona. Or actually not in the context, but it will depend. So for example, you want to communicate a message to another person. So for example, you know, teacher, this person told me this, so I just want to communicate this message to you. So that's the way that we use reported speech. And of course, when we report it, we're going to change many elements of the sentence. So let's pay attention to this one. My sister is joining me for dinner tonight. So this is the direct speech. So who said this? It was Mike. So when I will report this, I will say the following. Mike said, ¿qué dijo Mike? Mike said that his sister was joining him for dinner that evening. So I am changing many elements. I'm changing this. Okay. It is not going to be mine anymore. It is going to be his. Because it is not my sister. It's my sister. Is. This is important. We are changing the verb. So this was actually said in present progressive, but with the meaning in the future. And when we report it, we are no longer using is. We are actually using was joining. We're using past progressive. Me not anymore because Mike was talking about him, but when I report it, I will be talking about Mike. So this me will change. It is going to be him. For dinner the same. Tonight. Este tonight ya pasó, porque supongamos que me lo dijo ayer y yo lo estoy reportando ahora. So this tonight has already passed. It is going to be that evening. Okay. Or we can also say last night. So let's pay attention.
Let's look at 3 steps to turn direct speech into reported speech.
Okay.
To start off, we're working with sentences that begin with identifying the speaker, as opposed to ending with it.
You mean we start with he said / she said? Got it. So what's the first thing we do?
Get rid of the quotation marks.
That makes sense. We're not really quoting them anymore.
Not exactly.
Right. What else?
We also remove the comma right after the word said. In its place, we add the word that.
I feel like we don't always use that, though. I mean, we could just say, Rose said she has 3 pets, right?
That's a good point. That is optional, but some sentences sound a little strange without it.
Okay, so let's pay attention to this because actually sometimes when we are reporting, we can use that or we can just leave it out, like just omit it. But as this person said, in some cases, it may sound a little bit like weird not to say that because it may like modify the sentence or not to give like a good, a good report. So in this case, we need to pay attention to every single element. So for us not to sound like a little bit wacky or just, like weird in the conversation. So let's pay attention to how we change this because we're using quotation here. But I don't want to use this. I want to use reported speech. So as this person said, the first thing that we're going to do in this case will be to remove quotation marks and the comma.
Let's add that for now, and you can remove it later if you think it still sounds all right.
Cool.
Step 2, we backshift the verb.
We what the verb?
We make it more past. Since we move forward in time, completed actions move backward by comparison. So if you tell me you're eating cake on Monday, but now it's Wednesday.
I was eating cake on Monday.
Right.
I see. When we report what was said, the verbs are further in the past than the first time that they were said.
Exactly. So am and is change to was, will changes to would, and so on.
Okay.
But realize that the context matters. If we start with Sarah works in the hospital and she still works there, then we don't change anything.
But if she quit her job or whatever, we change works to worked.
That's how you do it.
What's the third step?
Some words, such as certain pronouns and adverbs, go with the point of view, but that point of view has changed in some ways.
Like with the time shift, it's later now than it was at first.
Right. And maybe you're in a different place. And maybe it's a different person talking.
And who they're talking to might be different than the first time.
Yeah. So the pronouns and other reference words that were originally used probably won't make sense in the new context.
So the point of view words need to change.
In order to reflect what they originally referred to, yeah. Let's look at some of those words, starting with personal pronouns.
Like I, you, he, she, and so on? Well, how do we know what to change it to?
That really depends. Again, context matters. Let's look at 2 variations on the same example.
Wanda said, we'll go to the concert with you.
We, in this case, is Wanda and her friend Linda.
And you is Gary.
Now, suppose Gary is telling this to another friend. Let's call him Pete. What pronoun would Gary use for Wanda and Linda?
They.
And what pronoun would Gary use for Gary?
Me.
Yeah. Wanda said that they would go to the concert with me. But now suppose the other guy, Pete, is telling this to Linda.
Okay.
What pronoun would Pete use for Wanda and Linda if he's talking to Linda?
You. Or you too. Or y'all.
Or whatever else. Right. What pronoun does Pete use for Gary?
Him.
That's it. See how it changes depending on the context?
Yeah, but it's not that hard. We just turn the pronouns back into whatever nouns they represented, then turn them into new pronouns that fit the new context.
You got it.
Are there more point of view words?
Yeah. Some good ones to know are this changes to that, and these changes to those.
Oh, because whatever you're talking about isn't there with you anymore.
Often that's the case. In a similar way, here changes to there, and now changes to then.
I gotcha.
This, that, these, and those can stand by themselves, but they can also go in front of nouns that express who, what, where, and when. But you don't need to change the nouns themselves.
Just change this to that and these to those.
Right. Finally, time expressions change. Today might become earlier today, or yesterday, or 3 days ago.
It could be a lot of things. Kind of like with the pronouns. It depends on the context.
That's true. But usually, the best way is to remember that today means this day. And since this changes to that,
today changes to that day.
Yesterday changes to the day before, and tomorrow changes to the next day. And there are more, of course, but those are probably the trickiest ones.
I see what you're saying, though. I think I got it.
Okay, then. Let's run through everything with an example.
Tamara said, I can't believe all these people are coming to my party here tonight.
What do we do first?
Get rid of the quotes and the comma and add that.
Great. Next, we backshift the verbs. There are 2 of them.
Can't believe shifts back to couldn't believe.
Right.
And are coming shifts to were coming.
Well done. Third step, we alter the point of view words.
Okay, sticking with the time shift, we need to change tonight to last night.
If you report this the next day, but that won't work otherwise. What's another way to say tonight?
This night. Oh, so we change tonight to that night.
Yeah.
Okay, here changes to there.
What about Tamara?
She says I and my, but someone else would say she and her.
Cool.
She also says all these people, but they're probably gone when we report this, so it's all those people.
And you're done.
Nice. Tamara said that she couldn't believe all those people were coming to her party there that night.
Nice job. Last question for you. Why do you think you might use reported speech instead of direct speech?
I guess it's just easier to say than a quote.
Yeah, that's the main thing. It sounds more natural, and you still get the point across.
Cool.
Okay, so that was actually very, easy to understand. Do you have any questions? Guys, do you have any questions? No? Let's see. Calero, what questions do you have?
I don't I don't I really I really don't understand the topic, but I don't know how to make the question, you know. So I need to rewatch to understand it.
Okay, no problem. So no worries. I understand this is a new topic for you. So we're going to go step by step. Okay, so actually that was just like a little introduction, but let's just keep it simple because this was actually very advanced, I will say, but because you're intermediate, so I don't know. So maybe I believe that you could understand it. But let's see it like in a different way. So we have this. When we are reporting something, The first thing that we do is change pronoun as necessary. So as the video said, it all depends on the context. So for example, we have the direct speech I, and when we report it, we can use he, she. How come? So for example, my sister says, or said, because it is in the past, I don't want to work. Oops. So let's suppose that my sister says this. And pay attention to this one because in English, we leave the quotation mark after the period. In Spanish, it's different. In Spanish, we do this. But in English, we do this. Just a little tip. So let's suppose that my sister said this sentence and I heard it. So I want to report this sentence. I want to tell my mom what my sister said. So, este I no soy yo. ¿Quién sería este I?
She.
Excellent. She or my sister. My sister what? Okay, so excellent. My sister said in past, okay, because this action is already completed. So she or my sister said, we can use that if you want. The what? My sister said that.
Didn't?
The subject?
She didn't.
Excellent. She didn't. Excellent. So my sister said that she didn't what?
Want to work.
Excellent. As simple as this. Así de simple. Ya vieron que, o sea, solo una oración y ya le entendimos todo. So, my sister said that she didn't want to work. Okay? So, I am the person who is reporting this. Okay? So, let's change it. For example, my brother. My brother said, wait. This. I'm playing with my friends. Let's report it. How would you report it? Who said this? ¿Quién dijo esto?
My brother.
Your brother.
My brother, mi hermano. Or
He
what?
he said here.
I don't wanna say said, I wanna use told. My brother, mi hermano me dijo esto.
He told me.
Excellent. He told me.
He.
In this case, we have to use that. My
That
brother told me that.
He was
he
playing
was.
with his friends.
Excellent. Miren cómo cambia. Excellent. So I'm playing with my friends. My brother or he told me that he was playing with my friends or his friends. His friends. Okay. Now let's see. This one. Hmm. No, this one. You must do your homework. So I am telling you guys, I am telling you this. Hey guys, you must do your homework. How would you report it?
He's told me.
His,
No, he told me.
he or
My teacher, the teacher
the teacher. Ajá, the teacher.
told me,
Solo a usted le dije.
told us.
Told me
Excellent.
that.
No, aquí es us, because I'm telling you all. No solo estoy diciendo a una persona, I'm telling you all. So the teacher told us, ajá,
That
ajá,
we
ajá,
have to do or
Must
must do.
Must if
okay,
do
actually, Calero got a
our
point.
homework.
Yeah, actually, Calero got a point, because do you
Yeah,
remember that I told you that there is an equivalent of must? The must is only used in simple present, but that we need to look for an equivalent in simple past or future that is very similar to it.
We have to.
In present, but what is the past?
Uh, we had to.
Very good. We have to what?
Do the homework.
The homework, but we have this.
Do
our
our homework.
Excellent. So, hey guys, you must do your homework. Let's suppose the Calera wants to tell this to, I don't know, Flor. Hey, Flor, the teacher told us that we had to do our homework. That's the way it works. Okay, so let's see. We have this. So I will become he or she, we will become they, my is her, your, my, our, their, me, him, her, us, them. Then we have here will become there, today, that day, this morning, that morning, yesterday, the day before, tomorrow, the next day, next week, the following week, next month, the following month. And also we have changed the verb to the past tense. So we have present tense, we will change it to past tense. Only if the meaning is no longer like true in the present. So for example, if I say, hey guys, I love cats, the teacher told us he loves cats, because that is still true. That is still a reality. But let's suppose that I don't like cats anymore, so that will change. So hey guys, I love cats, for example. But let's suppose that I don't like them tomorrow. So hey, the teacher told us that he loved cats. In this case, I'm using simple past because it is not a reality anymore. So let's pay attention to this one. So for example, we have, she always wears a hat. She said she always wore a hat. So I want you to pay attention how we are changing the tenses. In this one, I'm using simple present. I will use simple past here. I'm looking for my keys. She said she was looking for her keys. In this case, we're gonna change only this. the to be verb and the other elements, of course, but I want you to focus on this one that we're changing the verb to be. Then I can speak English. So what is the past of can? Do you remember? Of course, it is going to be could. She said she could speak English. Then this is a little bit more complex when we use past tenses. So my friend washed her car. She said his friend had washed her car. So simple past will become past perfect tense. Or you can still use simple past as you wish. En este caso, si la oración está en pasado simple, ustedes siempre pueden usar el pasado simple para cuando lo reporten o pueden usar el pasado perfecto, como en este caso que we're using had. Then we have, she has seen every movie. He said she had seen every movie. We are using present perfect, and when we report it, we will be using past perfect tense. I was running. She said she had been running. We are using past perfect continuous when we are using past progressive in direct speech. But when we want to report it, it will become the past perfect progressive. And future tense, so will become would, and be going to will become was or were going to. So if you want, you can take a picture, you can take a screenshot of this, because trust me, this will help you. This is going to be your lifesaver. So I don't want to explain this because I don't want you to get confused when we have questions, because that is actually another topic. How to report questions, because when we use WH question is way different when we use yes no questions. So the sentence when we report it will become, do you remember indirect questions? Do you remember the topic? Indirect questions, preguntas indirectas. So we are gonna use it in this topic. And when we use yes no questions, we will use if clauses. But this is another pistol. So let's see. So let's see. Help me read the direct speech and select the reported speech. Nelson, read this and select the correct option.
I don't have anything to do.
Mhm.
She said that she didn't have anything to do.
This
Option
one?
3. Yeah.
Excellent. Number 2, let's see. Adriana.
We decided to leave England. The uh, the number the first one.
Read it.
She said that they had decided to leave England.
Just remember, we pronounce it as said. Don't say said, it is said. She said that they had decided to leave England. Let's see.
Okay.
Excellent. Very good, because this is in simple past. So we have to use past perfect. Calero.
Yes, of course. I love my wife and our daughter so much. He said that he loved
Ajá.
Eh, mm, he said that he loved his wife and their daughter so much. The
Number.
second one, I think.
Excellent. Fátima.
We will start our new company next year. They say that they will start their new company the following year.
This one.
All started. Number one. Yes.
Excellent. Alex.
I have to go feed my dog. It didn't eat this morning. So that we can use had 2 times.
Yes.
Uh, mm, I'm not sure, but I think it's a third one. She said that she had to feed her dog. It hadn't eaten that morning.
Excellent. Just remember the pronunciation of this verb. It is not eaten, it is eaten. Eaten. Eaten that morning.
En la segunda también podría irse uno que nos dijo, ¿verdad?
Which one? Yes, this one. Actually not, because we have this morning. Remember that this will change to that, but if we remove this part, yes, it will fit perfectly. Si nosotros no tuviéramos esto, the time expression this morning, sí se puede decir, she said that she had to feed her dog, it didn't eat. Sí se puede también. But in this case, the best option will be the third one because of the time expression that we're using, which is that morning. Help me with this one. No, I haven't explained this. Sorry. This one. Nelson. Nelson.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Okay.
I think it's the third one.
Excellent. Actually, this one works as well because we are using the simple past as well. But the best option.
I have a question. Why is had 2 times and secondly, and I don't know, she said that she had a pet bird when she was a kid. What?
Yeah, actually, that's a very good question.
Porque está el auxiliar del past participle, ¿no?
Exactly. In this case, the first had is the auxiliary and the second had is the verb. So this is the auxiliary for the past perfect tense, and this is the verb. So she said that she had had. Ella dijo que había tenido una ave de mascota cuando ella era una niña. So she said that she had a pet bird when she was a kid. So just remember, in past perfect, the auxiliary that we use is have. It is like in present perfect that we have has and had. But in past perfect, we only have had for all the pronouns. I had, you had, she had, we had, whatever. And this is just the verb, the past participle of the verb to have. I know it looks weird, but this is the way it is. Okay. So now, let's do the test or the video clip. No, the test. No, the video clip better. This one. Number one.
We have a situation.
So, sorry, wait. Well, actually, this is what we're going to do. So, I will play a video and you're gonna listen to it, and then you're going to report what the person says. So in this case, boss said,
We have a situation.
we have a situation. That was the direct speech. But when we report it, we will report it like this. He said that they had a situation. Why? We have a situation. Este personaje dijo que ellos tenían a situation.
I don't know what to do.
Ajá. Let's see. Calero, que se está riendo en el chat.
He said that he didn't know what to do.
He said that he didn't know what to do. Excellent.
I knew
Perfect,
it.
Calero.
Yes.
Number 3.
Is this your car?
Fatima. No, wait. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a question.
Yeah, it's a question. I'm sorry.
We sold our business.
This one.
We sold our business. We sold our business.
Uh-huh.
What did he say?
We sold our business.
We sold our business, right?
We sold our business.
Maybe.
Okay.
Let's try.
He said they sold their business.
Let's see. He said that they had sold their business. Excellent. He said that they had sold their business. But why have sold? Because he said it in
past.
Exactly, in simple past. Therefore, he's using this structure. Let's pay attention.
We sold our business.
We sold our business. So he said that they had sold their business.
Can you help me?
No, this is a question.
Where are they?
This is another question.
I ate an apple.
Aha.
I ate an apple.
Alex.
She said that she ate an apple.
Yes, actually we can say that, but remember that she's using simple past. Use the structure that we saw.
Can you repeat the
Yes.
video?
I ate an apple.
She said that she had ate an apple.
Eaten.
Eaten up.
She said that she had eaten an apple. Very good.
One has.
What were you doing?
Now this is a question.
Will somebody please explain what's going on?
Okay, let's see. Adriana.
Will somebody please
Anna, this
explain
is a
what's going
question,
on?
sorry.
Where did you go yesterday?
It's another question. Now we're going to skip this. Sorry. Let's leave questions for tomorrow. Let's do the test. Adriana, read this, please.
Is the reported speech for this role right or wrong? I will go to Disney. He said that he will went to Disney. Is wrong
Why?
because afterward you have to
Use?
use go the baseball.
Excellent. Choose the correct reported speech for the quote. Where is the restroom? He asked, where is the restroom? He asked where the restroom was. He asked where was the restroom. He asked where the restroom is. What do you guys think?
The second
The
one.
second.
The second one.
Ay, very good. Ni siquiera se los enseñé. So, as I told you, we are gonna use indirect questions. Okay, actually it is an indirect question. Como se los enseñé. Ya ven por qué es importante que no falten a las clases, porque esto yo se los enseñé. Que cuando when we use the indirect questions, we leave the verb at the end, especially when we are using a verb to be. In this case, because the question is in simple present, of course we're gonna change this into simple past, which is was, and we're gonna place it at the end of the sentence. We're going to remove the question mark, of course, because it is not going to be a question anymore. Less passive. Let's see. Nelson, que está ahí de participativo. Nelson.
Ya, estoy viendo.
Okay.
No. She said that she had seen a new movie the day before.
Excellent. Put the quote into reported speech. Who can help me with my car? She asked. How would you report this, guys? When we are using WH questions, and yes, no questions, we are not gonna use said or told because of course we're asking or that person is asking. So instead of using told or said, we will use asked. So she asked,
Who could
help
her
Mhm.
with her car?
Let's see. Excellent, very good. Match the following pronouns and time changes from the read to reported speech. We.
They.
Okay. Your.
My
His or her, I think.
Tomorrow.
The next
The
day.
next day.
My.
His or her.
Entonces, ¿qué me mojaste? What about your?
My.
my
Our.
Their.
There.
Let's see. Excellent. Put the quote into reported speech. I will call my dad to help us, he said. Uh-huh.
he said that I would
He.
no he would call his dad to help
There.
us. No, the hey there.
There.
They.
They.
Them.
Them.
La mojaron.
Them.
Very good. Excellent. Uh-huh. Help me with this one. Edwin Garcia.
Uh, what is the difference the second one with that one?
Uh, the verb.
Oh, the second one.
Are you sure?
No, because I don't remember the verb.
Guys, what is the past participle of the verb to drink?
I forgot that too.
Drunk.
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 Is it drunk?
Drunk.
Drink, drank, drunk.
Very good. Drink, drank, drunk.
Oh.
Very good. Okay, this one. So we already saw double questions. Now let's see yes, no questions. So he asked, ¿cómo creen ustedes que lo podemos cambiar aquí? Instead of saying do.
If maybe
If
if I had my ID.
my yes. Wait, sorry.
Had my ID.
Let's see. Very good. Excellent. So just remember when we are asking yes no questions, we are gonna change the auxiliary into if. This one. Let's see. Flor.
Where did you see your parents last week? She said where he saw their parents. She's asking where has seen their parents. What? She said where are her parents? It's so confusing. I don't know. I think that the third one, she asked her where he saw her parents last week. I think. I don't know. Or the first one. Ay, no, no, pero ella me dijo cuál es la segunda, entonces she
Let's
asked where
see.
he saw the first.
Do you guys agree? Is it the second one?
I don't know.
Yes, the second one.
Yeah, It is actually the second one. So just let's pay attention to all the elements. So for example, in this case, which is giving you the hint is last week. We cannot use last week. Okay, so in this case, it is the week before. I ate my mother's pie last night, she said. Uh-huh.
She said that
She had
she had a she
eaten.
had she had eaten her mother's pie the night before.
Sorry. Like this? She said that she had eaten her mother's pie the night before. Excellent. Excellent score. Okay, so do you have any
We are the
questions?
champions.
It's because it is because I'm an excellent teacher. Extra, what a extra.
Yes.
Yeah, actually I am. La humildad de
Yes. I
todo.
said yes.
Of course. Is that sarcasm? Taurés.
Maybe.
Here.
Santiago. Aquino. Eunice. García Hernández.
Here.
Pérez López.
Here.
Jennifer. Gilma tiene trabajo. Chévez Zúñiga.
Hi.
Hernández Hernández.
Here.
Rincón, no. Calero.
Here.
Lemos.
Here.
Guys, do you have any questions about this topic?
No,